always feel like a reality star where everything is being cut just to make me look bad. And then you won't have these issues.
You just can't be dumb. It's all you stepped in here. Listen, big dog. Here is the disconnect. Here is the disconnect with what you're speaking on, okay?
Because if you're not in a relationship with them, how could you really have a real issue with them? Who picks this stuff?
Where is your angle? What is your point? What are you trying to get at here?
So don't nobody get in here and get to talking and attacking me. You know what I mean? Because you done misinterpreted did something that I done said.
You just can't be my family member to just talk about you need to leave him. Now, when I was younger, I have, spilled the beans. I was a snitch.
Here's the problem, big dog. That's where we're having this, what are you talking about type of moment.
Then I'm not going to be in this situation. My thing is, how long ago was that?
I mean, it's just a shocker. It's a shocker to me that I'm not a problem. You feel me? Coming from the family that I came from. So
you don't have common sense.
It's a lot of people out here tricking. Well, quit playing. Stop playing with us now.
Right.
You feel me?
Like, you better stop.
No.
You gotta have respect. If you don't have respect, it's not gonna work. It's like gangster.
Listen. My family is extra, okay? My family is definitely random. You know what I'm saying? Mind your business. You know what I mean? That's their relationship. Mind your business.
Yeah.
It's still gonna be the problem. It was a problem whether she won or lost. You know what I mean? Look.
I know one thing. He better not hit my sister first.
Listen. What is you talking about? Block her. What is you talking about? Block her.
Let's go. Okay. Welcome to another.
Mamager did a good job on that.
Yeah. Hey, look, she be hooking it up. So look, we back with another one. You feel me? Thank y'all again. You know what I mean, for joining me and my mom, Miss Honey. You know what I mean, on our show. It's always been, you know what I mean, music chats with Philly Black, and you know what I mean. So we is coming up with the new name thingy. So we will get deeply into that shortly, or when we do, y'all just be prepared for that. Okay, Mom, go ahead. You know what I mean. Introduce them or whatever, and let them know about yourself. You feel me? And let's get started.
All right. I am Ani Mitchell, licensed marriage and family therapist. I currently have an office in Lodi, California. I am licensed throughout the state of California, and I reach people outside of my area via telehealth.
Okay. And I'm your boy, Philly Black 209, and make the distinction. You can catch me on YouTube. You know what I mean? Philly Black 209, all one word. Music videos, therapy podcasting, everything. You feel me? Everything is on there. Go check me out. I have an actual website at phillyblack.info. You know what I mean? If you're interested or trying to get anything on the actual website, let me know, and I can make that happen for you. Other than that, check me out, on all of the platforms, Pandora, Apple Music, all that good stuff. You can find my music there. You know what I mean? Other than that, welcome to the show.
Hey, Rail.
Uh-oh, we already got him in there?
Yep.
That's what's up. You feel me? Okay, Mom, how you doing today?
I'm doing well. How about you?
I'm doing all right. I can't complain. You know what I mean? Another one like the other one, as I always say.
Okay.
I want to just invite anybody and everybody. I want to make, can y'all, as y'all come in and stuff like that, can y'all please like, share, subscribe, and all of that good stuff. Please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Philly Black 209, of course, on there, and Miss Ani, also on Instagram, right there at the bottom of the screen. Please go and follow us so y'all can see and be involved on stuff that's coming up in the show, you know, what we're doing and stuff like that. And you can actually be involved to a certain extent. You know what I mean? So yeah, please go check us out on Instagram, Facebook, and all that good stuff. Okay. So we is telling them the new name and everything today, huh?
That's what it looks like.
Man, what's up? Can we get the polls pulled up, man? Let me, you know what I mean? I need to see the paperwork, man.
All right, so we got lyrical therapy at 26%.
Oh, look, you know what, man? We messed up.
What did we do?
Up, you feel me? We shouldn't have split up. We shouldn't have split up my bad. My bad. That's my fault. What's popping with you? Said, what's going on with your chocolate?
Hey, Bear.
Yeah, man, we messed up. You know what I mean? We messed up. We shouldn't have
split those too.
Yeah, that's my fault too. I wanted to go. Yeah, that's my bad. That's my bad. Look, let's do a redo.
You know, I think that everything happens for a reason. I think it's meant to be what it is. So I think we're good.
Right. I like it anywhere. I like it any ways to go. I like it. You feel me? I just wanted my name to get chose.
She said redo, huh?
Yeah, no, she said no redo.
Oh, no redo. Oh, got it.
Yeah. No, she said no redo. Look. Okay, y'all. So today, you know what I mean? Our topic for today, or Mom, you want to introduce? You want to do it? Go ahead. You got it.
Introducing our topic?
Yes.
Our topic, for those of you who don't know, I've been working for Department of Corrections for 30 years. Yes, 30 years. So this is tonight's topic is definitely dear to my heart, you know, and it is after lockup recovery.
Mm-hmm.
I like hearing, you know, success stories, people who had a rough, you know, start or had a rough time, a rough period in their life, but then, you know, post lockup, they actually are doing something with themselves. So this is a good thing.
That's what's up. Yeah, I always try to like always wonder, you know what I mean? How is it, like, what is, you know what I mean? People actually, like, what, like, how are they thinking or whatever as they're trying to put themselves back into society after so long? You know what I mean? Like when you're gone for a very large amount of time or whatever, something like that, and then being put back into society, like what that's got to be for them. You know what I mean? Like what's going on in their mind? Like how, you know what I mean? Because you know, stuff has changed completely. You know what I mean? Like stuff has changed up tremendously. So yes. It always, you know what I mean? It always had me wondering and stuff like that. Because as you know, I ain't never, and I knock on wood and everything or whatever, I ain't never been locked up or nothing like that. And I don't know anything about it. You know what I mean? Nothing at all. So, but I see it all the time. And I just be wondering, you know, what do these people go through or what is it like for them? Type of deal. Okay. So today we got another guest, or we have someone else that we're going to have up here the entire time with us, you feel me, on the show today. You know what I mean? We got another guest, you know what I mean? He goes by Mr. Drakes type of deal, you know what I mean? A close friend of mine, you know what I mean? And I'm glad that he's here with us, you know? Big Doggy, what's going on with you? You feel me? Introduce yourself to the people.
Hey. Hi, my name is Dario Drakes. I'm on here, Philly Black, just to talk about some things. So I give him his launchpad to launch a few questions at me if he's ready.
Type of deal. All right. All right. Well, hold on. Wait. I don't want to. I don't want to jump directly, you know what I mean, into just firing shots at you. You know what I mean? How you doing today, big dog? How's everything going with you? You good?
Oh, I'm blessed. I'm blessed. God let
Type,
me wake up today. I had to get my shots the other day in my
yeah,
back, but I'm still good. I'm still here. I'm blessed.
type of deal. Type of deal. Hell yeah, hell
Wow.
yeah. Well, like I said, thank you, you know what I mean, for actually giving us this opportunity. You know what I mean? Thank you for making yourself available. You know what I mean? So I can have, so it can be some people on here or whatever to kind of ask you some stuff or whatever. And we just had this conversation. Thank you for joining me and my mom on this show. You know what I mean? Type of deal. I'm glad you're here. Thanks again. So, are you ready?
Yeah.
You ready? You ready? It's okay. So listen. So before, you know what I mean. Before, you know what I mean. The last time we had a guest on here, the people walked away. The people walked away. You know what I mean? Upset. They was numb.
We're
Listen,
not gonna talk about old stuff.
I don't think. Hey, I don't think they learned nothing. You know what I mean? I think this time. You know what I mean? I think this time. This is going to be a conversation. You feel me? That a lot of people on this they will really appreciate. You know what I mean? The conversation that we're about to have today about helping yourself and getting better. You know what I mean? Everybody here, you know what I mean, will be on the same page. I promise you. Y'all gonna love this one today. You know what I mean? But okay, let's ask my man.
All
Let's
right.
get him a question just to get started. You know what I mean? Tell us briefly, you feel me, about your childhood. You know what I mean? And did you grow up in a two-parent household, or were you, or and if they wasn't still in the same household, were both of your parents still active in your life? So tell us briefly about your childhood.
Um,
Yeah, tell us
I
briefly
think
about your childhood
I
and your
think they
parents.
it was my parents was stayed married up to about 14 too, but in them eras it's like I was like Kane and Menace to Society at that era. When he was a little baby in his little jumpsuit like that. My house was really like
Yeah.
that. Really like
Okay.
that with them playing dominoes and all the stuff.
Yeah.
So but they worked. That's what tripped me out. They worked.
They was
So,
together though.
they went through their era. Yep.
So you
And
was
all the way to
14.
like 14, then that's when they broke up. You know, and that's when
So
I guess
with
that's when I
them
started
breaking up
stealing
at
bikes and all
such a
types of stuff.
with them breaking up at such a pivotal point in your life, do you feel like their breakup actually affected you, or were you just like, okay, they were not getting along anyway?
Oh, it definitely affected me as a kid at that age. You're still
Okay.
impressionable at that age.
Yes,
Like
absolutely.
13, 14. Most of you just putting everything together at 12, so it gives you a lot of understanding with the personality to be of a child at 12. So
Right.
you figure once you're like 14 and then 15, your mind is set all the way.
Type
All
of deal.
gas and no break to that one. To me, from children, this is what I get. This is my analogy.
Hmm.
So before I just put it all on you, this is what kids do. This is what kids what I see and been around. You know?
Okay.
And I think
Okay.
I'm pretty close to everybody on that one.
So
Yeah,
tell me
I
this.
can't
So
argue
tell me
with it.
this. So tell me this, big dog. Yeah, most definitely. So tell me this. So when your parents and everything, actually split up and everything, which one did you go with? Did you go with your mom or did you go with your dad?
I went
Or
with my
was that
mom.
you went with your mom
Yeah, I went with my
type of
mom.
deal? And
Were you an only
was he
child?
still
No, I ain't the only child. I was the oldest. So
Hmm. So a lot of responsibility fell on you
yeah,
for the household.
lead by
Okay.
example. Yeah.
and now you feel me? You ain't even able to even try to be a kid no more. You know what I mean? Because now you got to step up. You got to fill in daddy shoes. You know what I mean?
Yep,
So
you gotta be there.
So okay, so were you still when your parents split up and everything and you went with your mom, were you still in contact and everything with your dad? Like was you and your dad still close and everything? Were you still talking to your dad?
Me and my dad, we were talking, but we wasn't close for a while. And then, like, I think like 15 or well, we got into a real physical fight. Like he tried to
Mm.
jump on my mom, her boyfriend and whatnot. We were living. Yeah, I did when it wasn't cool to my dad. I picked
Type
up
of
something,
deal.
hit him in the head. It was really bad. Yeah, but my dad cool now. Everything cool, but yeah, it was pretty bad. Yeah, I'll never forget that because it was like my little sister was there. It was like my cousin and them came out. It was a trip, but he tried to fight the boyfriend, and I caught him trying to swing on my mom when I looked out the window. So I broke down there. I think I took a pole off the wall or something off the wall and hit him something, or was it a brick? I remember I hit him with it. It really got bad. They had to grab me. Yeah. But after that, we never fell out or nothing. We've been pretty cool. We didn't talk again until I was like, I think like 18 or 19. So from that time, we didn't talk till like 18, 19. I talked to my other side of the family on that side, but I didn't talk to him. So
And
about, yeah, about 18.
by 18, 19, so by 18, 19, you feel me? Was you was full fledged
I
and
was
just
in I was in jail. I went to jail like 19. So
right,
just when I started talking, I went to jail.
right. So but by the time you was 19, everything you was full fledged into getting into trouble.
Yeah, I was full fledged. My mind made up. At that point, kids, they be super. I know everything. You don't know
Yeah,
nothing.
you know.
I
Type
know
of thing.
everything. I seen everything. You seen, but you don't know nothing. Yeah.
Okay.
But
Right.
yeah, about 19, I got out when I was like 20, 21.
So you went in and you went in and did about 2 years at 19.
Matter of fact, I think I got out at 20 and then turned 21. I had got 14 months I had to do for 2 years the first time. The next time I went back to jail, I was 28 to turn 29, and I went to jail. And I didn't get out again until I was 40, what, 40, 45, 44.
Dang.
So
So you spent time in Department of Corrections. Was it here in California?
I've been to, I've been here and private prisons. I got to cut it up half and half. So I didn't spend it all in misery here. I went to some misery over there, some misery over here, and then it wasn't bad misery until all the black people come out.
Okay. What
But
were the
it
circumstances
was
in
a
you
little
being
better. It was a little
transferred?
better.
Oh,
Go ahead, Mom. What was you saying?
what were the circumstances, in which you were transferred to a private prison?
They don't give you none. They just take you. First they ask you, is you going? Hey, you willing? You want to go? No, hell no. And then they go. But it was when they came to get me from private prison. It was like I was getting saved at the time. Let me explain it to you. I think we're like on a program for about to be a race riot, and we locked down, and it's snowing. It's snowing high as them tables. I think I wasn't in high desert no more. It was Susanville, and when they came to get us, it was like we supposed to go to war anyway. It's snowing, freezing in this ice mountain. It can't be no worse than wherever they taking me. Fuck it. So, because a lot of people was trying to fight not to go. They were trying to lock up their cell, all types of shit. So I get out there. I'm like, well, now I'm in the desert.
That's how you go
The
from the
desert was a lot better, I guess, at the time than being in the snow all them years and race rides and shit. So that was kind of cool the first journey because it wasn't. They had people there, but it wasn't because I went to different spots in Arizona too. A couple of spots that opened up. So we went to the main one. What's that? Florence. So Florence have some of them people doing time too. out there. So they had private. They had Denver, people from Washington. They had people from no Alaska and Washington. So it's like other people there, and it was like I'm like, we can get that. I see people coming in with big ass explorer. We can have that. We can order PlayStation 360s. Hell, no. You're gonna give me a job and you pay me? Nah, you ain't finna be raping me, bro. Nah, y'all got some set me up. So once I seen like, hey, they'll pay me, I can buy this stuff off this money they get from me. I started gaming them, you just get different jobs, get another job right here, right here, right here. By the time they switch the job over, because half the dudes don't want to work or come out anyway. They don't know. Sign that on my name too. They start seeing your name shot for like three jobs. They're like, hold on, you can't be doing all these jobs. Well, shit, y'all only paying 12.8 cents. What the fuck? Then it went up when I go to different ones. Like one job I had, I think I made 40,
Okay.
48 cents, and the other one 42.
Okay, so you were saying you were saying that they pretty much they were saving you or whatever because y'all was getting ready to get into a race riot
hmm
type of deal, and then you ended up going there
So it
to
was,
a lot more freedom to actually do more or whatever type of deal.
yeah, it was a little less people. I think I had a sale without a celly for like in Florence for like at least a good 4 6 months. Like it wasn't. Oh yeah, and they house federal too. So up there you see just like that one you see the feds, the south side is different federal joints on the sides of it. But yeah, I was like, well, this is more of a kickback.
Okay, so tell me this. So tell
Okay.
me this. What was you doing or whatever? Like if it's all right or whatever for you to speak on that. Well, I don't think any of that stuff is still active anymore. You did your time and everything for you, you know what I mean, did what you had to do for the circumstance. So
hmm
if you don't mind or whatever, you know what I mean, what are some of the things that you was getting into that got you locked up in the first place? What were you doing that got you even starting to go to jail to begin with?
Get in the streets thinking that ain't gonna happen to you. That's the first
Mm.
thing you think. Ain't gonna happen to me. You get used to doing like if you live in a certain way, you get used to it and figure. And then you figure after a couple times, like they send you to jail. First time, you ain't aware of all the things you can lose, and that's nothing at the time if you don't get that long. You make it up, you get other things, material things you like, till you lose again.
So what was it? So what you saying?
And
Like you was in the you was in the you know what I mean? Getting folks. You was in the sticking people up. Like what was you? What was like? What got you locked up? What
uh,
you?
I'm like, I was a hustler,
Okay.
and it's like you in a town, right? You can't. If you, to me, it was less. You can't. You got to be with your banger. You got to. If I'm dealing dope, there's gonna be somebody gonna try to take it. You got to stay thinking like that. It's actually whatever you're dealing. But if the police come, you either got to fight or fight. But I just stay banged up, so I'm like, I'm just in my life. I'm like, shit, we're gonna shoot it out. Anything I get into, but by game wise, I sell dope. I'm a drug dealer.
Type
That's
of deal.
that's that's mostly what I know.
Who's
I
out there?
mean, if I get doing bad, I will rob the pizza man. I will rob the Chinese. But the thing about these youngsters, they ain't never wore no mask. I go straight to my raggedy ass Chevy. I'm like, y'all late. I've been robbing them when I'm broke.
So you thought you had it all
I need
together?
some tires and rims, and I'm short on this money. Well, they supposed to be short. I'm supposed to follow him all the way around. He jumped on. Okay, rob him. Chinese food, man. I'm cutting his socks open,
Listen,
taking it out the
don't be
socks.
trying to get. Don't teach people how to motherfucking do it. You. Hey, look, you
You
not
got you got Uber Eats and shit. They don't carry cash no more. That shit hella old.
you stupid. Okay.
They ain't stuffing cash. You can't go rob the landlord no more. Or you see the landlord on all these projects, you want to follow him around, rob him. You can't do that no more. You ain't gonna have no cash on him. Some money orders. Them days is over with. Everything's
Right.
electronic.
You see, you
If you
hear
a robber or jacker now, you broke robber or jacker.
Okay, you
You can
stupid.
only rob dope fiends only.
Okay.
The dope boys.
So listen, so check this out. I'm guessing, you feel me, what you ended up, you feel me, being locked up for, you know what I mean, was possession or some shit like that, or distributing, you know what I mean, or so selling.
I had shooting for shooting at some people.
Oh damn, you know,
And
shot at
then
some folks too.
remember I told you I went to jail that first time? I went to
At
prison. All the other
19.
times after
At
that,
19.
they
Okay.
used that. They used that. See, that was the gift in private prisons together, right?
Mhm.
Because at that time they started enforcing the laws for California and making them double and triple. And they threw in ones like if you're an ex-felon, like you know better, so you should get more time, another 10 or 20 years, 20 years for the gun. So once they threw them laws and said they don't even need a gun, shit, as long as somebody say you had a gun, you threw ass. So that's how they was burying all of us. Oh, you been to prison? Like I'm like, and it was for drugs. They're like, so you've been to prison. That's automatic another 10 years, buddy. And then each prior. But my how they go, they try to use my priors for the probation because I've been put on probation, do like 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, 8 months. They tried to turn around and use it, but once you finish the probation after 5 years or something like that, it's no good. But I was on probation and it ended. So they still tried to, oh well, you still technically that first month for
What
these
ended?
charges,
Hold on. What
huh?
ended? What ended? You said you
It
was
was
on.
too old. Some of the stuff they couldn't use for probation because that's county time. It's not prison time. I think you go to
Oh,
a state
some of
prison
the
for it.
charges and everything was expired
Okay.
pretty much. Okay.
Yeah, but they was trying to prior that for an extra. You get extra 5 for this, and you get a. So at that point, what they was offering me was like 13, and I was like, I went into the law library and I was like, wait a minute, I got a lot of these charges, but a lot of these are some misdemeanors considered to these violent ones, right? And I'm like, only been to prison once. I've been in county jail 2 or 3 times. So I'm like, I think this is too much. So I went to trial, and it came to be that. But then he took the misdemeanors and ran them inconsecutively and gave me 16 years and 4 months for gross negligence and stupid shit.
Some
All the
stupid.
charges. Imagine you do a crime, and in 1 month, like almost 2 months, let's say 45 days, we're gonna charge you for every crime you did alone in.
But this was crazy to me. Okay, so tell me real quick. You feel me? All together, big dog. All together, how many years did you do? You feel me? In jail or in prison? I should
This
say.
last one, this last one, I did out of 16 years, 4 months, I did 14 years even.
Type of deal.
Well,
So
14 years and 2 months, but 14 years.
damn,
And that's because
that's a
it's
lot.
really under 85%. It's really like 1380 or six, but
And that's
um
shooting at somebody, right?
I got caught up. Yeah, I got caught up in jail. So at the time.
Oh, so what? So you went in for something and the shit started to extend? Like you ended up like extending time for what? Getting into fights and shit like
Yep.
that and getting into shit like
That's
The,
how that
just
the
works.
cold part, I mostly got away with fights. I got always charged for like phone cords, all the stupid shit. Your picture in a phone that's been caught by somebody way in another unit somewhere. You ain't even on this yard. Shit like that. Alcohol in this container because it had orange juice from the kitchen and you're making drink. So now you lost this charge for alcohol because we raided and this is what we found. I've been charged for this knife is over here by this toilet. 2 of y'all came out. It's one of y'all knives. Yeah, shit. What the fuck, man? You ain't giving it to me that easy, motherfucker. What the fuck you smoke? But
I,
they will try
I
everything
I
and
ain't been
anything.
I ain't never spent no time in jail or nothing like that, but it sounds like motherfuckers was giving you the short end of the stick and setting you up and putting you in some bullshit.
Whatever they could do.
Possibly.
Yeah, it sounds like they
Because
was
whoever
putting
they sent you said they saw 2 people leave. I'm like, woo.
and it's like it's
I don't
you
need an extra.
that's
I
trying
don't
to
need
take
this extra 4, 5 on me. I'm cool. I don't need that extra time, but that's how it go.
Yeah.
Motherfucker say it's you. Even if the person don't tell, some other people saying, hey, we saw him. Cause they got rats in there. They got people who let you use your phone. They go over there, find out your phone number, then they turn around, get on that wall phone, and call one of them police in the prison and tell them who got a phone and how long it's gonna take for me to get my $200 for snitching on this nigga. This motherfuckers is scandalous in that motherfucker. Scandalous. You be thinking you looking out, but you need to call somebody. It's Christmas. Whip out your phone, so you can't even tell everybody your phone. Motherfucker, tell on your ass. Just to go to the store, because they ain't went to the store in about 20 years. Ain't nobody love them niggas. Them niggas was booty mutt bandits or something. You don't know that. You thinking because he old. You just, that motherfucker thinking like, oh, how can I come up off this door and tell him I got a phone? I don't have way out ones. Like they go straight to the spot.
So
they go straight to the spot where you got shit hidden.
Okay. So from my understanding, so a total. So that was your last thing. You feel me? Altogether, like so from. Like all together, you feel me? And you're like, put all of your time together in jail. How much did you do all together?
Shit, I've been catching 6 and 4 months just on parole violations alone. So 14, let's make that 5, 6, 7, about 22 years, probably. I'll say altogether about 22 years.
2 years in the system. Okay, look, this is what we're gonna do. So y'all keep that on your mind. Y'all keep that on your mind. 22 years. You know what I mean? 22 years or whatever type of deal in the system. You know what I mean? We're gonna go on this little break real quick, and then when we get right back, you feel me? Then we'll, you know what I mean? We'll dive right back into this. Dang, 22. That's a lot of life.
Philly Black, nigga. For all work, no play shit. Ice Nation, nigga.
Hey, look.
Black time.
Hey, if I do it once, they ain't gonna let me stop doing it.
Look. I'm trying to change my life, and it starts right now. Gotta get up and get it, working day in and day out. See, I started this rap shit, I figured it out. You could say I'm trash, at least you're still hearing me out. I ain't never been a bitch, and I'm never a rat. I don't fuck with pussy niggas, I don't like Thundercats. Had to stop drinking so much, cause I was a mess. My lady said she was pregnant, I said say less. Had to get my grown man on, Philly Black hands on. 2 kids, you say I'm a bad parent, you dead wrong. 2 things I stand on, my word in the bar. You break it, it's only natural, I wish you was gone. How I feel, ask my son what's his favorite song. His answer tell you how I deal with the shit people own. Had to tell my own blood to stop calling my phone and let that person tell it they so was the one that was torn. Years back I would've believed it, today I'm reborn. Waiting for shit to die down, I can't wait anymore. Come to think about it, can't remember waiting before. And I can't remember one thing I needed you for. So I'ma worry about my life, you worry about yours. My grass gon' straight green cause it's watered of course. See, even when I was with, I had nothing alone. Can't believe I was this close to living in a foster home. Yeah, I let bygones be bygones, sure. And I know it's been a while, but my heart's still sore. I done had the one-on-one scrap in my mind, thoughts beat down. Been fighting myself for a week now. I speak out, it's getting harder to speak now. I chose the road that I trod and I still feel street bound. Ready to use my hands, but I need heat now. Been going so hard, I'm starting to feel tweaked out. Hard for a minute, I'm sorry, can't take a day off. I've been in the lab, I'm working until it pay off. Still at the bottom, but getting ready to take off. Y'all gotta be willing, cause I'm willing to take off. I've been going hard for a minute, I'm sorry, can't take a day off. I've been in the lab, I'm working until it pay off. Still at the bottom, but getting ready to take off. Y'all gotta be willing, cause I'm willing to take off. Hard for a minute, I'm sorry, can't take a day off. I've been in the lab, I'm working until it pay off. Still at the bottom, but getting ready to take off. Y'all gotta be willing, cause I'm willing to take off.
We back. We back.
Yep.
Okay. Man. I don't know. We kind of lost him over here. But
We lost him.
I don't see him. He gone right now, but we'll try to get him back. Hopefully we can get him back. But yeah, so far. Okay. Is he there? No. Okay. So far, you know what I mean? Let's just recap, you know what I mean, what we got so far. You know what I mean? With his mom and his dad, you feel me? If they living in you know what I mean, the Menace Society type of, so his parents, you know what I mean, they're in the hood type of deal. They live in the straight hood life, and he's growing up around that. Parents separate. You know what I mean? He's got to go with his mom. You know, so if he's going with his mom or whatever, now he has to start trying to, you know what I mean, implicate this dad role or this man role or whatever type of deal. You know what I mean? At only 13, 14 years old. You know what I'm saying? So now he's out doing all this other stuff, trying to hustle or whatever to make his money. He's robbing people or whatever, what type of deal, trying to get, you know what I mean, whatever he can get. And he's trying to, you know what I mean, get it how he can. Type of deal. Stuff start to go wrong. He's getting caught. You know what I mean? This, that, and the third. He's going in, went in, did a little time, got out. You know what I mean? Did not, you feel me, stop from what he was doing from that point, continued on, went in again. You know what I mean? Type of deal. And going in and stuff like that, his time started to accumulate. So 20-something years, can you imagine all of the time lost? You know what I mean? Like all of the time of progression, you know what I mean, in life lost. Like, because once you go in there, from my understanding, once you go into jail, you feel me, your time stops. You know what I mean? You're not really doing anything too productive, you know what I mean, towards your life or your future in there. You know what I mean? So man, so to go in and do, you know what I'm saying, 22 years or something like that, you know, that's got to be devastating.
Yes.
Got to be placed so far behind, got to be set so far behind in society. Like that's got to be tough.
Yeah.
Man, so I'm mad. So I'm like, man, I wish he was still here right now, because then we can start to get into, you know what I mean, what were you doing, or what was your steps and everything getting out of there when you finally finished them 14 years, that last 14 years, 16 years? Or he said he did 14 straight, right?
He was sentenced to 14, right?
I thought he said he was sentenced to 16 and he did 14. Matter of fact, now I need to ask him or whatever, what was his original time when he went in and ended up getting all of that other time?
Yeah, it's easy to get. Well, it is easy for them to get time extensions. Once they're already in there. And then some of the things that he described, that's how you get time extensions.
Yeah. Right. Man, yeah, that's crazy. All right, so I wonder what's going on with my man. What didn't happen?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me see. Hold on, give me a hot second. Let me see something. Yeah, he wants that. Here. Let me get the marble 100. big dog. Thank you. Regular buddy, man. Yeah. Oh, definitely the donut shop, though. Man, we out here.
Black nigga. Team no sleep. Outside nation. All my life, 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 all my life. I've been trying to find a way to live a successful, one stressful, a blessful life. All my life, I've been trying to find a way to make them never forget you, at the same time respect you. All my life, I've been trying to find a way to stay away from the fakes, cause we know the fakes turn eggs. All my life, I've been trying to find a way to keep my foot on the path, yeah, that path of being a great. All my life, I've been trying to find a way to be hard, but that was easy, never be a sucker nigga on guard. I refuse to be a pushover, you push me over, when push come to shove, all that pushing is over. Ain't no slots in my back for your hand to go in, no strings that's attached that you pull to make me bend. Fooled by a familiar face, known as kin, rather blood and blood out, no way I'm finna be a guinea pig. I made my way from Michigan down to Stockton, from a boy to a man. Shout out Sean Stockman, had to rhyme for myself. I had no option, got the hands to advance, still move with caution. I had to show my niggas that feeling reliable, loyal, undeniable. Ride on there, ride for me. You must be out of your mind thinking that I was as high as you advise you wouldn't bring that bullshit to me. You can catch me.
There we go.
Okay. We back at this. You know what I mean? Yeah, but we back at this. Okay. So you feel me? So we was just going over, you know what I mean, the recap of all what we got so far. You know what I mean? And we came to the conclusion. It sounded like you lost out on a lot of life. You know what I mean? Type of deal. So let's just say, so when you ended up going into jail or whatever, right? At 19, let's say when you started getting locked up at 19 or whatever, right? Were you still staying with your mom? You were still staying with your mom?
I had little ticks with their little spots though. I didn't just stay at mom's house is like the fortress. It's like
Yeah. Type of deal.
Batman's cave, you know what I mean?
You stupid.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
The little hideout. Okay, so
yeah.
So tell me this. So let's say after you did that 14-year stint or whatever, right? Oh no, first off, I got another question or whatever. My bad. This is just something I wanted to ask. When you went in, the time that you went in and you ended up doing that 14 years or whatever, right? Were you originally sentenced to 16 and you only did 14? Or were you go ahead, tell me.
85% for 16 years, 4 months.
16 years, 4 months.
Before then, he tried to say 16 years with an L. They brought me back in 2 weeks and took off the L because he was trying to just say 3 strikes.
Okay.
Do that because I didn't go to jail for. It's like it's 1 strike, you go to jail for violence and it's all at once, right? Mm-hmm. But if you got multiples like robberies and stuff, I don't have that. I have drug convictions, possessions of firearms. I don't have no violence until then. So he recognized he couldn't do so he brought me back in 2 weeks and took off the L, and everybody was crying, really sad for me. And I got 16 years, 4 months though. And he took them 6 months and them 8 months, because some of the stuff they found me guilty of, there was misdemeanors. You couldn't get that long. It's not prison time. And they're supposed to be ran together, right? Anything less than a year and a day in prison, because a year and a day is state prison. It's all less. So you only do 8 months off a county year, right? So I got 2 of those. And the rest they did them 6 months and 4 months for breaking the motherfuckers down. Oh, okay, now we got 16 years, 4 months. Because really, in actuality, that deal they tried to give me, the 13 years, was all they could give me. And that was supposed to be the deal. So they was cracking people in the head. If that's a deal, that's all I can give you. This is a railroad.
That's what they was giving your black ass. That wasn't the deal that was the deal they had for your
That was
black
the
ass.
maximum, but they told him it was a deal.
People, I seen a dude knock a chick out for hitting him in the head with a bunch of rings. He had so many priors for violence. They gave him 13 years for a deal. And then they that was 13 years for a deal. But I think he did end up going to trial. I'm not sure, but I know 13. I was like, you only hit her once. 13 years, you only hit her once. She hit you first with the ring, so it left lines on his face. Bah! You know how everybody be having keys back in the days. Lollipop keys around it. She hit him with that. He hit her once. 13 years.
So listen,
and the girl weighed like 400 pounds and he weighed 136 pounds. Come on now.
Listen. So tell me this. So okay, so you were saying how when you went in or whatever, you started to get time added and stuff like that from things that was going on in the jail. So my question was, what was your original sentence? Like, what was you supposed to do going in there, do this and be done before you started getting time tacked on at the end of it? Uh-oh. My nigga, he got to be skipped over there. He just high as hell. Mom just...
No, I think his internet slowed up.
Oh, my. Damn, trying to ask my little questions that fucked us up.
Your questions is long too. We gotta think about it.
Right. Hey, gosh, damn, Phil. Hey, you fucking it up. No, but I gotta give him time to respond to stuff like that. I'm just like, damn.
Uh-oh.
All right, so I guess when we do get him back, we'll get into the questions. Let him answer the question. Maybe we should try to speed him through the questions so we can just talk, you feel me, and bullshit afterwards. Because we ran I'm fucking out. You got anybody after this? You got to do something. So we good?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. So we ain't got to feel like, you know what I mean? All right, let's go. All right, hold on. What's going on, man? I got to get you. What's going on? We'll start having to making some test runs. Okay, hold on. I think maybe no. Hold on, wait. Let me see what I. It's got to be just his internet or something though. Probably kicking them off.
That time it does seem like it.
Mm-hmm. And then remember, we was in the middle of the commercial or whatever the last time, so it probably happened to him and we just didn't notice until my nigga disappeared. All right, give me a second.
Okay.
Give me a second. Okay, there we go.
All right.
Yep. Can y'all hear me? Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Messing up. You know what? What I was asking, don't even worry about it. You feel me? Let's just, don't even worry about it. You feel me?
Who was you asking? Who was you
No,
asking?
I was just trying to ask her whatever. What was your original sentence when you first went in? What were you supposed to have to start it with before you start adding on time?
Oh, I supposed to did 13 years in 8 to 6 months.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You already had a hell of a sentence to start with. So this is our question or whatever. And this, you feel me? Look, we went almost an hour. You know what I mean? Just trying to get here. That's crazy. Okay, so let me ask you this. Okay, so when you got out of jail after that 14 years or whatever, what was, you know what I mean, your transition out of jail? Were you in a halfway house? You know what I mean? Did you, what was going on for you or whatever when you first got out?
Well, my parents were staying out here. I couldn't come to my parents' house. They make you go where you catch your case at. So you got to go back. So I went to a halfway house because everybody I know stay in the projects and shit. And, I ain't supposed to go back to jail that fast. So as I went through the program, speaking with my parents, I'm like, they like, come over here. You ain't got to be in that program. So I go over there and go through a couple of jobs, and then I finally get to where I'm at now.
So how was it trying to get jobs though? Like what was the prize? Well, you know what I mean? How was you able to get somebody to give you a chance? You know what I mean? Especially after so many years.
They got a program that's in downtown Oakland. I think they have it out here too. It's a program, it's EBCC, and it's like to help you find jobs, but the people you be seeing on the side of the road, like working with Caltrans, it be them. Now they get like $100 a day, and that ain't much. But if you ain't got no job, that's enough to get you something so you can get you a job. That's enough to go take your ass on to the thrift market. Because I'm telling you, the shoes I wore to get the job, the heels came off afterwards. So that's determination of what type of person you is. I'm like, I'm gonna go in there. I'm like Will Smith when what's that, Men in Black? I make it look good. I walked up in that Goodwill in there. I said, because I ain't got much money. I took them little things, went to be a week, like 5 days. Okay, go in there. I'm gonna go in this cheapest spot. I went in there. I said, I'm going to every job every place that's accepting application. And they give you a counselor. They turn you on to job sites and stuff. They say, what other skills you got. They got workshops in there, but I didn't mind workshops, but there's a lot of stuff I already took before. Like,
so you say
that motherfucker yet.
So you say that they was trying to. You said that the place or whatever that you was with, they was trying to help you find a job. You know what I mean? What kind of jobs and stuff were they offering? You know what I mean? What kind of jobs were they trying to line you up with? Because I hear you say that you was going in and finding any place or whatever. So that means you were searching for them too. But so what type of places was they trying to give you? You know what I mean? Because I remember when I was connected to a place like that, they literally tried to send me to a fucking Goodwill where I was working for free. And I'm like, I just walked straight up out of there. I'm like, y'all tripping. Like, what the hell? Like, I'm not finna work for what the point is it for working for free? Like, what? So what kind of stuff was they trying to offer you? Like, what was they even trying to, put in front of you?
Well, the type of jobs, mostly labor jobs that they had open. I mean, they didn't have no, and if you ain't getting that no damn doc, you can forget that. You can go to one of these warehouses like old Sega or something back there in Union City or something. You know what I mean? You might work in Fremont, you might, warehouses, but what else did they have? They had working for Comcast, where they take so many people. The day they come by there, they take so many people. They had one for Housing Authority. I signed on a couple of them to work for the Housing Authority, but then the pandemic, when I followed up back on that, the pandemic, they wasn't doing it like that no more. But I had a few people put their names on it for me to work there when it was booming, but now it ain't like that.
Type of deal.
So
that's
tell working. Matter of fact, that's working through the Caltrans, through working with the guy, doing the housing authorities. So all they do is throw away shit. You
Okay,
know?
so check this out. When you first got back out and everything, and you was in the halfway house, and then you said that your parents them said that you can go over there or whatnot, right? Or you can move with them. So other than your
Yeah,
parents,
because
or you know
everybody.
what I mean, or was your parents the only ones that was actually like supporting you or whatever and helping you? You feel me? On the times where you really didn't have nothing when you first got out. Like, what was your support system like? Like, how many, like, or did you truly have to depend on one of the programs or something like that? Or did you have anybody personal in your life that was trying to help you get back on your feet?
I had a few people. I didn't just have one. I mean, my cousin McWeeze, he gone home, but before I came home, you know, I had a girlfriend. She died right before, so that was kind of messed up.
Sorry to hear
So
that.
then the halfway house, yeah. So she died, and that was messed up. So I was getting back from that, but I was like, after talking to my parents, and I'm like, this, you know, what I mean, this like this the town is shimmy. I'm like, I'm seeing it, and I'm like, man, there's no way I can find a job uh, out here with all this competition, and I haven't worked in this many years for the good jobs you want. I didn't have no license. Got a license now. I ain't had no license in. You know, most jobs that you got clean. You got to have clean DMV. So that was out the window. So I had to find something. So like I said, I went and found. I think I used to do the first Friday. I'm like, that's once a month when I was working through that program. And I still kept doing it after I moved from there. So that's another one I kept doing, just finding like a little gigs to do until I moved out here and I went to Trader Joe's. And I was like, oh, this is like the ghetto. I didn't know they had the ghetto out here, a little ghetto spot everybody go to. It's like, oh, but it allows you to get some more work history. And
Type of
that
deal.
gives you the next
So tell me this. So tell me this. So tell me this. So in the process of, you know what I mean, trying to find a job and everything like that, you still staying with your mom and them, you know what I mean? In the process of all of that, you know what I'm saying? Were there times or whatever where you was thinking to yourself like, man, you know, the hell with this? I feel like, you know what I mean, the hell with this. Maybe I should, you know what I mean, try to hustle here or whatever real quick, do this or do that. Like, was it anything trying to
Oh,
tempt you to go back? You know what I mean? Like, what helped
oh,
you keep your focus on, you know what I mean, doing it the right way?
definitely. I kicked it with some of my folks, hung out, you know, he'd be like, just doing their thing, and it's like, I like get into it with me. I'm like, them days over with. I ain't got no more runs in me. Straight up. When
Yeah,
you tell a person like they kind of hard to believe because they know you for how you is, like you ain't gonna give up until you go to prison, you know. But no, I ain't got no more runs in me, so I can't do it no more.
yeah.
And you know, I'm like, and you be like, man, I know I could just go do this and hit this one time. I can take this and turn this over here and get a key. I'm like saying to myself, man, I never really got rich off that shit. I just had material shit off that shit. Straight up. But these niggas would be like, oh, I had 50K. No. Half things, maybe whole one here. But it's just all I bought was material shit with that shit. I didn't buy no property. I didn't like a lot of times my uncles and everybody, they was doing bad at the time. I didn't have nobody like who was really doing good in property who would show us none of that shit. I had a few of my daddy partners school us on shit, but we wasn't listening. I'm like, hey, when I seen him make a business because we wasn't listening because he was selling drugs, you
Right.
know. But he had the right ideals, so some of it I soaked up, and it's like if I were really been, oh shit, burning up. I ate some flaming hot chips. If I was really aware, I'd have been focusing on how to buy property as soon as I got some hands on money and everybody with me. But us not knowing that, running around in the streets, gung ho, trying to hustle and be the most flashiest, we wasn't game tight on that one. Now, a few people made it out. I respect that and went and invested their shit, got homes, and that's really what it was, is getting the game at that point and get out. Nowadays, getting out, they don't even know. They just know they in and that's it. So You know,
Type of deal.
Each his
Until
own.
something happens, huh? Yeah.
Yep. You gotta have an end game. Everything. OG told me that when I did that first year, you know you gotta have an end game. I said, you know this ain't forever. I'm looking at him. I'm like, and I got to talking to him. Like, what do you mean it ain't forever? I mean, like, you ain't gonna sell dope forever. You ain't gonna be young forever. You ain't gonna. And, hey, and it's the truth. Didn't know it
Right.
was old.
Look, neither nor.
Like, you ain't gonna. Mhm.
Type of deal. Okay,
Like, you gotta have an out. You got to have an out plan. It can't be. And with the things of life, you can't have one plan when you go to do something. You got to have plan A, plan B, plan C. Shoot, I used to, when I first got out, I used to read a book every day. Because I used to do it like this. If I'm not doing anything, go read a book every day. So I learned something, or I got to read a book that I've heard about. So it went to me. You know what I mean? Like everything, every day that I'm not doing something, that way I made something of it. That's how I was when I first got out. So I'd be talking to you and I go in the house, get on my phone, and I leave it on the phone because I ain't got that many people to talk to. I go to a book. I read it.
Yeah.
Well, but I was only choosing books too, this less than the 1,200 pages. So I wouldn't be stuck on it and going back to it and you have a gang of books laying around.
Okay, so tell me this, Dario.
A gang of books, you know, you read this one halfway, put this one down.
Hey, tell me this. So as you know what I mean. So are you know what I mean? Like what kind of advice or whatever would you give, you know what I mean, somebody freshly out of jail or whatever, and you know what I mean? What advice could you give them?
It's breaking up.
You can't hear me?
It's breaking up.
Oh shit. Can you hear me good, Mom?
I can hear you, yeah.
Can you hear Mom? Can you
turn my sound up? Okay, go ahead.
Can you hear me good now?
Yeah, I can hear you good now.
Okay, so what advice, you know what I mean, would you give, you know what I mean, somebody that's just getting out of jail or something like that, that's doing so many years or something, or just anything? What advice would you give them, you know what I mean, to stay focused on not going back in there, you feel me, from falling into their same habits and actually moving forward in life, you know what I mean? And what advice would you give them to, you know what I mean, help them stay focused on that?
Well, I'm be honest with you, got to stay focused because it's your mind frame and this is what you gonna do and do it. Now, a lot of times people have their issues. It could be drugs. It could be like, first of all, a lot of cats is afraid to leave their environment. That's the number one thing that tears them down, to stop them from going further. Is afraid to take their show on the road. I was raised too. If you're gonna be in the streets, you gotta be ready to take it on the road. You gotta be the turf. Earth is your turf. You're supposed to bring you a part of the turf. You're supposed to be able to take it out there and go make it happen too. But people don't have the same mind frame. But if you take that same mind frame and selling drugs and whatnot, and take your best tools and use them. And I'm gonna say this: if you're gonna use your best tools that you use, it's not selling drugs, writing books, ghostwriter or something. It's always something you can do. Now, I don't care if you got to borrow your Uncle Jimmy's car and put a lawnmower in it and tell people you cut their grass. You won't remove it, you cut it down for $20 and drive around. I tripped off of it because that's the type of stuff we used to do too when I was younger, right? I told my son that when he was at my parents' house with all the tools in there, he's like, nah. I'm like, so you sit around and be broke?
How many kids you got?
These kids are not hustlers.
No, they don't. Yeah,
it's like,
but listen, it's our fault. You feel me? Well, as far as my kids, I'm talking about my kids. So I know I can't speak for the world. You know what I mean? I can speak for my kids, but it's my fault. I raised my kids the way I did. But I was gonna say or whatnot. Shit. Oh, how many kids do you have, big dog?
How many children I have?
Yes.
2.
You got 2? how old are your kids? Were your kids how affected, you feel me, were your kids or whatever by you being in jail, if you had them around that time or during, or did you have your kids after or before?
Well, I had one before, and I had both, all of them before it happened.
Yeah, both of them
Like
before.
my son, he 20. Yeah, my son 24. My daughter, like, she was born in 94. She's like 30. Yeah.
Okay.
And
Okay, so they was definitely affected.
Yeah. No. She was born in 93.
So how
31.
They was affected by it.
So how was y'all, you know what I mean, relationship and everything now? You know what I mean? Do they still kind of try to hold that over you? Do they understand that, you know what I mean, you made mistakes, you had a life? Like, how does, you know what I mean, how was your everything with them?
Well, I talked to my son, you know, vaguely a little bit. We talk, you know, we cool, but he ain't like I am. He ain't.
Yeah.
He kind of like, he's in the shell.
Yeah.
So, but that's how he is, you know. He ain't a bad dude, but
right.
I just want him to get it together, get his life together. My daughter, she's standoffish, you know. I'm my mama child. And when she said that, I kind of backed up.
Yeah.
Mama child, okay.
Yeah. But at the same time, you gotta.
Like, yeah, last time she seen me, she was a little girl.
Right.
So, you know.
And that's what I was gonna say too. At the end of the day, you kind of gotta take that with a grain of salt. You gotta understand that. You gotta pretty much understand that to a certain extent, because you've been gone all of her life. You know what I mean? She really don't know you like that and everything. So you gotta give her hers. You know what I mean? You gotta let her have it to a certain extent. But you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Should be able to get over it though. Because I mean, you're here now, and that's the most important part.
Yeah.
Right.
I know I speak to her moms, you know, I ain't talked to her lately, but I would speak to her a lot more, and me and her got to talking more and more and more. I got to talk to my daughter, but it was like she ain't really want to. She like, I'm my daughter, my mama died. I'm like, she must feel like I ain't been in her life like, oh, this is a strange motherfucker. So I'm like, she gonna feel like how she gonna feel.
Yeah. Do you you know, I know that, you know, that was kind of a rejection. Do you just kind of reach out every so often just to say, hey, thinking about you, love you?
Happy birthday and stuff. Yeah. I say happy birthday and all that. Like how you know, how the baby's doing, you know. But can't make her talk, can't make her be like, what's up? You know,
yeah,
so
type of deal.
I'll leave it like that, you know, fuck it. It is what it is. Some positions I can't do nothing about. You know.
So how was your mom and dad now?
Oh, my mom and dad, they're one of those couples that remarried each other and got back together some years later.
That's what I wanted to ask early on too. I wanted to ask that early on. So your parents was together up until you got 14. They split up. You go off the rail. You
married two different people.
Yeah, you go off the rail, get locked up, and then now they back together.
Yeah, I was on the streets when they got back together. They married two different people, and first they had boyfriends, girlfriends, then they married two different people, and like the same way, and it didn't work out.
Then they got back.
They wasn't having that with them people, and they got back together. And this is like when my sister was still like 16, 15, 16. They got back together, then they bought them a house and bought tracks and never looked back. It's like sometimes you choose the wrong people. Like, well, I went over here and tried to see how it was over here. It wasn't cool. I wasn't having shit with these motherfuckers.
They say the first love is the real love.
Or at least I make it look good. So that's what that was, I think. Like, I'm who I started off with. I think that's how it was with my parents. So
that's happening quite a bit now.
How many people you know like that?
It's more than you think. I'm trying to think because I provide therapy for people. I have 2 clients that have that. I have 2 personal friends, and then I'm also in a situation similar.
Oh, y'all broke up and came back together?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
You can't hear us? Can you hear? Can you hear us?
It's starting to break up.
Yeah, see, you can't
Oh
hear.
no.
You can't hear.
Yes, we stayed apart for
Can you
4.5 years and then got back together. Yeah.
Can you hear now?
I heard a little piece about 4.5 years, but then they messed up.
Yeah, 4.5
And
years, and then
we
they
stayed apart for 4.5 years. Yeah, almost 5 years.
And y'all got back together?
All right,
Y'all got
look,
back
we ain't gonna turn this to Mom's personal life.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's happening a lot,
Yeah. Let's not. We don't want to get into Mom's personal life.
It happens, but it don't happen a lot. It happens.
It's happening a lot lately. I mean, like I say, I know about 5 couples myself that it has happened to. So it's starting to happen quite a bit.
And it must be all recent to you. So when your mom, in your mind, Mom, you like everybody's getting back together.
No, I just said it's happening a lot these days.
Yeah.
Before it would be like, no, we ain't looking at that. If because a lot of people feel like if it don't work, if it didn't work the first time, it ain't gonna work. People really feel that way.
Type of deal. Sometimes though, you know what I mean? Sometimes, you know what I mean, when people break up or something like that, or it just give them enough time, you know what I mean, to get their own personal shit back in line. You know what I mean? Usually, because you got to understand, when you get with somebody, y'all start to make stuff build around each other. You know what I mean? If you were, you know what I mean, separate and stuff like that, then yes, you know what I mean? Both of y'all will be 2 different people. Because you have to, you know what I mean, come up for everything as a whole. You know what I mean? Both of y'all by yourself have to do that. You know what I mean? So, people got to understand when they're together and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Y'all make sacrifices and losses and stuff like that along the way for each other. You know what I mean? So you can't, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, it's weird, but a lot of people tend to, you know what I mean? That can actually help a relationship, you know what I mean, for y'all to both, you know what I mean, get that moment or something to really just get yourselves together and then figure it out and come back. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, that can be something that actually works, but I said, nigga, like, I don't know. I'm not trying to recommend no shit like that.
No, I wouldn't say.
Right. But I'm saying, you know what I mean? That's some shit that actually can help though. Because you could be looking at your significant other like, oh my God, this person don't do nothing. You know what I mean? And it's like, no, this person made a lot of sacrifices, you know what I mean? In order for you to do what you're doing, you made, you know what I mean? Or that she made sacrifices for you to do what you're doing type of deal. It's like, you cannot start looking at that person like that.
Now.
Yeah.
Say what?
Yeah.
Oh, you were talking
You
to somebody.
gotta, you gotta look at the 80-20 rule too. A lot of people, they, especially in long-term relationships, they start fetching that 20% when they got 80%, but you want what you don't have, and then you jump out and end up with that 20, and you like, okay, but dang, now I don't have the 80.
Yeah, type of deal. You know what I mean? But to be honest, it's serious like that though. You get
that's way.
a different person when you don't have someone to lean on, when you don't have someone helping you do it. Like if you're a person that's going to go out and do what you need to do in order to survive, then you are a totally different person when you're by yourself, when you don't have no one to worry about or nothing like that. But you know what I mean? People got to understand, you know what I mean? When you're in something together, y'all are making sacrifices for each other. You know what I'm saying? So certain things or whatever, it's just, it may not seem like what it is or whatever, but you got to look at the whole picture. Stop looking at circumstances and stuff like that. Look at the whole picture. You know what I mean? This is something that y'all are going through together. Stick it out. You feel me? Stop bailing out. You know what I mean? Y'all got here together. Y'all can get out of it together. You know what I mean? Like, type of deal.
Yeah.
All right. So we are going to go ahead and start, you know what I mean, getting this wrapped up. Dario, you know what I mean? I'm so glad that you came on, you know what I mean, and shared your experience with us and everything. Before we leave or whatever, would you like, before we leave anything, you know what I mean, would you like to say, you know what I mean, anything, you know what I mean, on closing or something like that, and you know what I mean, tell the people something?
Well, if you look at my TikTok, who say I ain't funny? No, I'm fucking with y'all. I'm just fucking with y'all.
Okay. Shout out your TikTok.
Right.
What is it?
It's my name, Dario Drakes.
Dario Drakes. Okay, so this is what we're going to do, you know what I mean? Because eventually we're going to have some little clippings and everything from here. So we're going to try to get, you know what I mean, your TikTok tag in there for you. You know what I mean? So whenever somebody do come across this, you know what I mean, they will be directed to that and they will be able to get there.
Sounds good.
Okay. All right. So yeah, but we're gonna go ahead and go to wrap it up. You know what I mean? Thanks again, Big Dog, for you know what I mean, for joining me today. I would definitely, you know what I mean, catch up with you. You know what I mean? Another time. Look, you work, you at the same place I'm at. You know what I mean? Type of deal. Oh, that's something else. You know what I mean? That's what I want to talk about too. You know what I mean? Where you're actually at now. You know what I mean? But we'll leave that. We'll leave it. You know what I mean? It's okay. Type of deal. But you do, you know what I mean, as of somebody who's been in jail or something like that for that long, you know what I mean, I can honestly say, you feel me, where you're at right now, you're actually, how old are you? How old are you, Big Dog?
I'm 49, I'll be 50 this year.
Type of deal. You finna be 50. So look, you only got, you know what I mean, you ain't got that much longer, you know what I mean, to be, you know what I mean, truly in the working world. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got that long, you feel me, type of deal. And we both, if you know like I know, you know what I mean? If you know like I know, you feel me? Once you do make it to that hump, you're going to be okay. You know what I mean? Type of deal. So, for everything or whatever, you know what I mean? It's a blessing and everything type of deal that you are where you're at. You know what I mean? Type of deal. So I just want to tell you, you know what I mean? Keep your mind on the right thing. You know what I mean? Stay out of trouble. I see you on a daily basis. You feel me? I know the stuff that you got to go through to keep you cool and not lose your mind. I understand. You know what I mean? So I just want to, you know what I mean, let you know, you know what I mean? Stay on the right path and everything, Big Dog, and really keep your mind right, all right?
Well, I appreciate it, man.
Yep.
I appreciate it.
Yep, no problem. I'll see you soon, Big Dog.
All right, thank you.
All right, for sure. Y'all have a blessed day.
Yep, you too.
All right.
Okay, Mom. Type of deal. You know what I mean? That was a good one. That was,
I
you know,
agree.
That was an eye opener, though. You know what I mean? That it really won't take much for your life to spiral. You know what I mean? Into the system like that. You know what I mean? Into jail and stuff like that. You know what I mean? They really don't take much. And then what's crazy from the overall, you feel me? All of this stuff was sprung on him. You know what I'm saying? All of this stuff was sprung on him from his mom and dad breaking up early on to get back together after a while. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It is crazy how life really works. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So but I mean, at least he's able, you know what I mean, to still have some life. You know what I mean? Now. And it wasn't just completely wasted in the prison system. You know what I mean? Like, at least he got something that he can go with right now.
Right.
It's crazy. All right.
All right.
All right. So in conclusion of the show, let me see. Well, we don't do the late. You know,
something to think about if you're thinking about divorce. Yeah, it's real.
Yeah, type of baby. It was bad. Leave me alone, sucker. No, I'm just playing. Hey, look. But Mom, all right, in closing, you know what I mean? We're gonna go ahead and get ourselves up out of here too.
All right.
Go ahead, tell the people again, you know what I mean, where you're from and everything, what you got going on in closing.
All right. I am Ani Mitchell, licensed marriage and family therapist, currently working in Lodi. We have to update my phone number. But I also provide telehealth services throughout the state of California.
Okay. And then I'm your boy, Philly Black, of course, Philly Black 209. Catch me on YouTube. You know what I mean? Please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Please comment. We like to talk back to y'all. I got the website, phillyblack.info. If you need trying to put something on the actual website, let me know. Type of deal. You know what I mean? But thank y'all so much for coming in here and joining us. You know what I mean? Mom, do you want to say anything in closing to close the people out tonight?
Well, you know, just having someone, you know, on here that has been in prison for a total of 22 years, you know, there's a lot of judgment that could go along with that, but we have to remember that, you know, they are human beings and, you know, human beings make mistakes. Mm-hmm. And so not everybody who has spent a lot of time in prison are bad people.
Mm-hmm. Type of deal.
Oh, there's my dad. I certainly will kiss all the babies. Love you too.
That's what's up. That's what's up, though. But yeah, you know what I mean. So in closing, just
right.
Hey, y'all have a good night.
All right, peace. I always feel like a reality star where everything is being cut just to make me look bad. And then you won't have these issues.
You just can't be dumb is all. You stepped in here. Listen, big dog. Here is the disconnect. Here is the disconnect with what you're speaking on, okay?
Because if you're not in a relationship with them, how could you really have a real issue with them? Who picks this stuff?
Where is your angle? What is your point? What are you trying to get at here?
So don't nobody get in here and get to talking and attacking me. You know what I mean? Because you done misinterpreted did something that I done said.
You just can't be my family member just talking about you need to leave him. Now, when I was younger, I have, you know, spilled the beans. I was a snitch.
Here's the problem, big dog. That's where we're having this, what are you talking about type of moment.
Then I'm not going to be in this situation. My thing is, how long ago was that?
It's just a shocker. It's a shocker to me that I'm not a problem. You feel me? Coming from the family that I came from. So
they don't have common sense.
It's a lot of people out here tricking. Well, quit playing. Stop playing with us now.
Right. You feel me? Like, you better stop.
No.
You gotta have respect. If you don't have respect, it's not gonna work. It's like gangster.
Listen. My family is extra, okay? My family is definitely random. You know what I'm saying? Mind your business. You know what I mean? That's their relationship. Mind your business.
Yeah.
It's still gonna be the problem. It was a problem whether she won or lost. You know what I mean? Look.
I know one thing. He better not hit my sister first.
Listen. What is you talking about? Block her. you talking to block her?